Hello and welcome back to my channel, That Networking Guy. Today we're going to be going over LeetCode problem number 5, longest palindromic substring. So let's go over the question quickly. Given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring in S. So S is given as BABAD, output is required as BAB. Even ABA is also a valid answer because BAB return as palindromic. So you read it from front BAB or from behind BAB is going to be the same. So that's palindrome. Let's find. So basically you could return either BAB or ABA. Either is fine. So let's go ahead and start writing the code for this. We'll do quick checks. So if S is null or S dot length S. We don't need brackets if it's only a single statement, the if statement. So now write the for loop int I is equal to 0. I'm going to explain this code as I write it, so don't worry if you don't understand anything. I'm going to go over the whole logic. -1 I++. So here we're just iterating over the whole string, the S that we have, and we're going to find palindromes in this. So we're going to be calling a function called isPalindrome, which we just write in a bit. Palindrome. Yes, that's it. So we pass it S, I, and I, which is the current index, and we copy it, paste it again, Si, I plus 1, and that's it. Now let's go ahead and write the function isPalindrome. Public void isPalindrome. And the parameters we take is string S, int I, and int J. Cool. So this function does nothing, but it only finds it. All it does is it just returns. It just tells you that if the string is a palindrome or not. That's it. So the logic is pretty simple. We just iterate the string from front to back and just see if it's palindrome. While I is greater than or equal to 0, and J is less than S dot length, okay, and S dot char at I is equal to S dot char at J. If so here I forgot to put two variables that we'll need. So private int start equals 0 and end equal to 0. Cool. So now we have end. We're going to take a variable that end. We're just going to see how far end can we go to. So the logic for that would be j minus I plus 1. It's supposed to be I, and start is equal to I, end is equal to j minus I plus 1. So I minus minus j plus plus. So that should be it, and then we just return s dot substring of start plus end. So this function, what we do is we just take, say it starts at 0, so we take that character. So in this one, since it's BAB, and it's quite simple, but say we have a string like, I know, BAB. Okay, so this and this. So we can have palindromes with odd number of letters, or we can, let's make it more simple. So both of these, DAD and DAAD, both are palindromes. So that is the reason we have two functions starting with I and I plus 1. So if it's odd, if it's a palindrome with odd number of letters, then we have I and I starting at the same character, and then we just expand. So we start at some letter, say A for example, and then we expand left and right. Similarly, if we have a palindrome with even number of characters, we for that reason we have I and I plus 1. So in this case, we will start with A and the next A together, and then expand left and right to find if it's a palindrome. Yeah, that's it. And then once it goes in, we just see that if character I and J are the same, so we keep expanding our scope. We make I go left and J go right. So go left and right and expand as far as you can. And whenever and as we hit, we see our end is at this point 0. If we see J minus I plus 1, which is basically anytime we satisfy this condition, which is we are finding a palindrome, we keep updating our end pointer, so that this is to keep a track of how long the palindrome is at this point. So once we are done with this whole loop is done, we'll have a pointer end, so we'll know how far have we gone ahead. And we'll also have start, which is like the new start every time we update the end pointer. Cool. So in that case, this will return, as a substring is inbuilt function that string class provides, and just does that start with it just creates a substring from start up to start plus end in this case. So let's go ahead and run this code. So we'll submit this. So you see the runtime here is 0 milliseconds. If you have premium, you'll probably get this much faster, so you might beat 100% of the people. So yeah, the runtime varies a lot depending on when you submit and if you have premium or not, but you can definitely beat 100% of all the codes with this approach. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something today. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the section below. I'm looking forward to see you guys again. Please like, subscribe and share my channel, and thanks for watching.